Hey now, welcome back everybody. For those who are new, my name is Rudy and we are currently in the garden. And in today's video, we're going to be doing a garden tour for the month of February. We are in sunny Southern California in zone 9B, and the weather around here is getting a little bit hot. Spring is right around the corner, so let's see what the garden has to offer. Alrighty, so right up front we got some flowers here. So this is a Livingstone daisy. This is a really nice flower in my opinion. The cool thing about these is at night the petals will actually close up to shield itself from the cold, and then in the morning once the sun comes out the petals will open up to absorb that sun. And here we have a dahlia. I'm trying to incorporate way more flowers in the garden this year. It's definitely going to help with pollination and bringing in a lot of beneficial insects. And here we got some hyacinth. I planted these bulbs, I believe, in early start of winter. Many of them have already sprouted, and here's some younger sprouts coming up. I always enjoy these flowers. They do have a nice aroma that they give off. And the morning glories are definitely a hit in the winter time. I feel like it'll make a bounce back once the temps start to get a little bit warmer. Now for the grapes, there's nothing really much to see right now. A lot of the vegetation just fell off and we're waiting for spring. In this bed we still got the pansies down here and the last cauliflower of the season. You can start to see that the head is starting to spread out, which is an indication that it might be flowering in the next few weeks. So I'm definitely going to be harvesting this one right now. And here we got the grow bags. There's a volunteer flower slash, I believe, corn. It's starting to develop some spots, so I'm definitely gonna pull that one out. Here we got the pumpkin vine. The pumpkin is over there, which I'll show you a little bit later. But this one is also starting to develop some powdery mildew, so we gotta pull that out as well. Here we got the tulips, which are barely starting to sprout, along with the aloe and the dragon fruit. And here is the last pumpkin of the season. Definitely ready to harvest. I'm gonna test it out. I'm gonna use my fingernail. I'm gonna press in, and you'll know it's ready is when it barely makes a dent or not even a dent at all. If it wasn't ready, it will be way softer than this, and your nail will actually penetrate much deeper. So this is definitely ready to harvest. And there it is. Nice size. It's about maybe 10 pounds. Now in these two 2x10 beds, on the left side we got a bunch of broccoli coming down the middle. Now I recently harvested the main head, but left these side shoots here to develop more and give us a second round of broccoli. Now on the right side, we got a bunch of peas. You can see how tall it has gotten. It's already reached the top of the wire that normally holds on to the shade cloth. And behind that, we have some kales all along the middle here. Now here in the L-shaped bed, we don't really got much going on, to be honest with you. So other than the spinach that is like in this little corner here, I had some carrots, but it was starting to get eaten. A lot of the vegetation has been removed by insects. I did have some root crops here that got dug up by something that's coming in the garden. I'm gonna be plopping in some new transplants soon. And here's the lime tree. Still have yet to take it out. Every time I say I'm going to do it, I always hesitate, and I don't know, I just can't seem to cut this tree. It's just always producing for us. Now, I don't know if you guys noticed, but I did have some PVC kind of squared off that used to hold on to the shade cloth. I took that out, and I feel like it's opened up the garden a lot more than what it used to look like. Now, here's what we've been harvesting a lot of. So right on the back here, we got a whole lot of Romain lettuce that we've just been cutting and coming again. Now I'm gonna zoom you guys in here so that you guys can see All these little outer side shoots, we've just been coming and clipping them off to let the middle growth still develop and produce a lot more lettuce for us throughout the season. Now right here as well, we have some cabbages. I can feel the tightness of the bulb starting to get a lot larger. So I'd say maybe within another month and a half, these will be fully sized developed cabbages. Now when it comes to peas, you want to harvest often and early. That will spur more development of these flowers here and produce you more peas. Now normally I like to come out and pick them when they're about this size here. However, I let this plant go a little bit, haven't came out to harvest yet, and a lot of them have started to get much larger. Now I noticed once they become this size and maybe a little bit bigger, the outer skin starts to get more fibrous. However, the peas that are inside become much sweeter. So I like to harvest them both ways, to be honest with you. It's just a matter of preference. Now on the other side of the wall of peas here, we have the Sonic Mix flowers interplanted along with the cabbages. Now for cabbages being a cold hardy crop, it does like the cooler temperatures. So by growing something tall like these peas here, we'll provide it some shade in the heat of the day to keep area in which it's planted in a much cooler environment to help prevent them from going to seed. And that's it for today's tour. I want to thank you guys all so much for tuning into today's video. If you did like it, don't forget to throw up the thumbs up. I'd really appreciate it. Now if you guys like, you can use the on-screen icon right below me to subscribe to my channel. And you can click on any of the thumbnails to the side of me to check out more content like this. And I want to let you all know that you won't get a harvest if you don't sow seeds.